What do we got here? Email? Bank's trying to give us a loan again. Hey, we raised your credit limit. Buy a truck through us. Yeah, I'm still doing contract work, guys. Okay, let's hit the job market. What do we got? Hit a quick job up. We are in LA. So, now do we have anything? We're looking for Carlsbad, Santiago, El Centro, Barstow, Yuma, Barstow, Santa Maria, Bakersfield, Fresno, Barstow, Bakersfield. Nope, they're not going to get us any further south with the jobs. That's okay. That's okay. I think LA is good enough. So now let's see how far north we can go. Barstow's not that north. Gets us over a little bit. Fresno, let's up the 5. That's a nice, easy drive. Yuma, well, actually, Yuma would take us down to Arizona, but that's to the very tip. You know what? We're going to take this Yuma job. That takes us through El Centro, so it does meet our mission requirements, folks. So we're going to go ahead and take that job. No, yeah, growing up in the North State of California like I did, yeah, I believe that. You're not going to put those big fires out in the wilderness with water. That's just not how it works. Yeah, cutting big fire breaks and then letting it burn itself
Drive
out.
safe.
Absolutely how it's done. Okay, well, folks, let's see. Where's our exit? There? Okay. Why does this trailer have... It's got windows. Oh, we're moving one of those, like, construction offices. Yep. That's funny. Okay, folks, we're heading to Yuma. We had our Ray's hamburger, and we are now on the way to Arizona. Maybe we'll drive up to Vegas.
Turn left.
Head out to Nevada. I'm thinking about going to Vegas here soon. I agree, Timor. Those hamburgers are vital. Look, you got to keep something. Got to keep yourself fueled. And those burgers are the way to do it. All right. You know, it's funny because this is supposed, like, and you know, I suppose parts of LA look like this, but it's funny how small town this looks, and we're, you know, supposedly in the greater Los Angeles area. I'm like, where in LA are we? A container chassis with a modular office on it. Or as I like to think about it, it's a mobile command center. I guess a mobile command center for construction, but still, sounds fun. Got a little bit of green here, which seems unlikely. I know we're further south, but it's probably pretty dry down here. But we got some palm trees. You can enjoy those. Got a little radio tower off in the distance. That's fun. All right. All right. On our way to Yuma. I'll tell you, the scenery is better. Well, actually, well, it depends. I guess the game isn't always as nice looking in parts of Euro Truck Simulator, although they have overhauled a lot of stuff. It's a little bit older than American Truck Simulator. But, you know, as I am from the American West Coast, driving up and down the big open stretches of the American West Coast, while that does remind me of home, it's also not always, you know, you're like, oh, okay, well, that's very plain.
Keep left.
Compared to, say, driving through the south of France into Italy. Some beautiful views with that drive in Euro Truck Simulator. Okay. Same game with different maps and trucks, literally. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was the exact same game engine underneath. Which says something about the age of the game engine. But, you know, they've really done a lot with it. I'll give them credit for it. It's funny how well it's sold. I wonder if that's one of those things that they made it and they thought it was just going to kind of be like, you know, a one-off, a silly, and then, yeah, there's just this huge market. It's like Farm Simulator and some of those other games out there. It always surprises me sometimes how big the audiences can be. I mean, I'm not one to say much. Here I am playing a trucking simulator, but... should pick up like a power washing simulator. I gotta set up my power washer. Spiff up to the outside of the house. Euro Truck Simulator 2 was originally supposed to be a bus sim, but they changed it last minute. Interesting. Now, see, it would be cool if they did have an option for you to drive a regular car or drive a bus, like click into a different mode. Because I feel like driving a bus around Europe would be fun too. But I think they have a more enthusiastic community with it being a truck simulator. There's quite a bit of enthusiasm there. Part actual people who've driven trucks and just a lot of truck enthusiasts. It's just such a fascinating intersection of nerdness that cracks me up. Alright, is the road straight enough here? There we go. With mods, anything is possible. Too true. Too true. Enough determined modders can make it happen. Now, how smooth they can make it happen, I don't know. But I get real impressed sometimes. Oh, nice. We got some nice wind farm here. Probably a good landscape for wind farms, no doubt. Alright. 152 miles to go. So you're not sure why you let Truck Sim and Farm Sim, because you own your own dump truck and you can drive whatever you want and you run heavy equipment at work. I don't know. Isn't that funny? Well, it's like, gosh, I played EVE Online back in the day, and I really liked the freight shipping part of the game and space mining. Two of the most boring parts of the game, some would say. And it's like other people are doing combat and stuff like that, and I'm the guy that's, you know, running the lines, you know, hauling cargo. Or out there, you know, just mining rocks. But, you know, on the other hand, I don't work with heavy equipment in real life. But I do, I have read stuff by people that do drive trucks. and they get home, and then the next thing you know, they're playing a truck simulator. But it's kind of, I don't know, for me it's a really relaxing game. And I suppose that if you enjoy kind of the world of that kind of equipment, even if you have some of it yourself, having the option to, you know, hop in the game and risk-free, just, you know, just drive, just chill. Not worry about taxes and the reality of life and bills. You went out and bought the whole setup. Wheel shifter, button box, dual joysticks. Now see, that's commitment. That is commitment.
Keep right.
Is the multiplayer good these days? Once upon a time they didn't really have it, so I'll have to try that with one of these days. But I haven't gotten the whole wheel set up, but I've got a toddler, I've got a 2-year-old, and that wheel would be too much temptation. So maybe one of these days, but for now it's a keyboard and mouse job for me. Alright, everybody. For all of you watching out there for after the stream, whether it's Twitch or the YouTubes, I'm Cobra, a dad named Cobra. So you can find us here on Twitch at Dad Named Cobra. You can find us on YouTube at A Dad Named Cobra. That's where you can find me. In case you like watching the streams after and you prefer using that app over this one, don't blame you. Don't blame you. Catching live streams can be hard. And, you know, if I've got people in the chat like I do today, you'll find me in conversation with them. But at the same time, if they're not, you'll find me prattering on, talking about the landscape, or bees, or random history stuff. I don't know. other channel. Oh gosh, there's this Cooking with History. I think it's called Cooking with History. I'm gonna have to look up the name and give it a proper shout out. YouTube channel that I watch while I cook nowadays, and it's this guy who takes and finds old ancient manuscripts from cooking, whether it's the Civil War or medieval times or further back, and takes these old random stuff. Yeah, as a man named Chris here is saying, just a bunch of random shit. I like to talk about a bunch of random shit. Watch a lot of random stuff, read a lot of random stuff. But yeah, this one channel I like to follow, they do historical cooking, and I love somebody who loves to cook, who's good at it, taking the time to decipher the obscureness that is ancient cookbooks or references to ancient cooking, and then recreating those meals. Like that sounds amazing. But the kind of setup for something like that, whew, that would be hard for me to pull off. So instead, you all get to listen to me ramble on while I play games like this. Although soon, I think I'm going to start also streaming Yakuza Like a Dragon, my favorite Japanese walking simulator. Beyond smoking and barbecuing, fuck cooking is what you say. Well, you know, that's some good cooking, especially if you're good at it. But I am quite skilled with cooking some Japanese cuisine and some curries and such. So I quite enjoy it. But I also don't have really a setup for a good. I should get a good grill. I don't have one at this house. That would be nice. You can still cook on the stove. You just don't like it. No, that's fair. Everybody's got their own thing, right? Like I do not like to bake. I'm not a good baker. Baking is science. It's a form of wizardry I don't get, but I respect good baking goods. But it's not for me. Stovetop. I enjoy it. But yeah, no, I think I'm streaming also Yakuza Like a Dragon soon, my favorite Japanese walking simulator. I've only played a little bit of the game. It's heavy on dialogue and cutscenes in classic Yakuza style, but it's nice because it doesn't use a live-action fighting system like so many of them does. Instead, it uses a more RPG-based one. So it's like almost like a classic Japanese RPG set in modern-day Japan. A little bit ridiculous. So y'all can look forward to that because I think that fits the vibe that I'm going for of kind of games dads play, because I also enjoy watching Japanese walking videos. Autocrack's always fun. What's the appeal of animated stuff? Well, I mean, for anime, there's a pretty big audience. There's a lot of stories that get told there and stuff that we don't really do in our own Western media. It's kind of to each their own. It's like some people really love lawyer shows. I don't really get it. I think lawyer shows are boring, but Law and Order's been going for like, what, 25, 30 years now? Something crazy like that. And so there's clearly an audience for it. And when it comes to stuff like anime, Japan's so passionate. Their drama and television is not such a big industry like it is to ours in a lot of ways. I mean, their dramas can be kind of big, but it's nothing like the American TV industry. So anime is actually just kind of a big form of storytelling for them, and it goes from the utterly ridiculous to really good, high quality stuff that's telling really good, passionate stories. So. It's all about finding the genre of anime that actually tells the kind of stories that you like. But that's assuming you're an animation kind of person. Not everybody's into animation. Like, if you're a History Channel documentary buff kind of person, I can respect that. Motor Trend's a good channel. You remind me of a coworker. One of my coworkers' wives is super into that stuff. She is much better mechanic and much better at many of the manly work on machine arts than I am. So it's funny, yeah. All that same kind of channels. Not me. I'm a little too much of a nerd, obviously, because I'm here playing a trucking game, streaming it. Oh, I'm gonna run this light. Oh. Barrett Jackson Auctions. Okay. got some text coming in here. Just about getting to Sun Valley. Sounds like the missus on the way back up. He got mad, slept good, then woke up in a bad mood. Well, sounds like I've got an angry inbound toddler. So this might be our last run of the night here once we deliver it off in here. Hands free only. We got to go with the realistic rules while playing. Get a hands free setup. No checking messages while driving. I respect that. Well, I gotta change lanes here. Buddy, you gonna let me over? Oh, you are not gonna let me over. Can I edge you out on this light? Bet you I can't.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Keep left and then turn left. AKA get left and then turn left. Well, I've got a smaller trailer than him, but depends how much power he's got there. I probably shouldn't cut him off. How bad's traffic? Cars honking me as I try to edge my way over. Oh, come on, guys, let me over. In real life, you'd let me over. There we go. There we go. Another big rig let me over. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You need a blue Parrot trucker headset to wear while playing. Got only the one speaker on the left side of your head. Get a realistic setup there? Okay, okay. I could dig it. And just in case anybody's wondering, this is a Guinness Zero I'm drinking, so I'm not drinking alcohol while driving my big truck. Although technically you couldn't. I think you're still not allowed to drink those even while driving, which is funny because, you know, they have about as much alcohol in them as a bottle of orange juice. But I don't think a cop would go for that answer. But since it's a video game, I can drink what I want. How many miles we got left, folks? 39 miles, 58 minutes in-game time, which I think is like 5 or 10 minutes. Alright, we're gonna pull over here. Oh, we got sunset coming as we're about to finish this last one. Look at that pretty sky out there. Lot of construction. So you do a lot of construction, mining, excavator work with your FS22. So you need 2 joysticks and 2 hands. Yeah, no, I imagine with that kind of work, it's all hands and possibly even most of your feet occupied. Actually, well, I guess I don't know how much that equipment uses your pedals, but I imagine it's all your limbs occupied for all the things. So yeah, I imagine your headset setup is a big deal. Oh, look at this. We're getting some beautiful sights and weather here for the end of this particular session, folks. That is lovely. Well, we accomplished it. We're going to pull into Yuma here soon, right on the edge of California and Arizona, right on the southern border. Or at least close enough for our purposes for the game. And then next time, we'll begin our journey up north. Head all the way up to the north side of Washington. Maybe going through California. Maybe we'll cut our way through Arizona and Nevada. That could be fun. Enjoy some sights there. I believe the furthest north town in the continental U.S. that we could get to would be sleepy little old Bellingham, Washington, there right at the top of Washington State. So that could be fun. So you use your headset just for phone calls. You have an actual CB mic set up for talking multiplayer. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so in the rear view mirror there, check out that beautiful sunset, folks. I will say that the atmospherics in this game are fairly pretty. Got that soft glow of the lights, the evening coming in.
Exit right.
depending on the time of year, I bet you there's just a nice little chill in the air. Time is it in game? 8:21 p.m.
Turn right.
Oh yeah, we'll have to character pick up dinner and then probably might sleep in the truck. Maybe get a hotel room, depending on how fancy we're feeling. And then head on out north. Yeah. So for those of you watching the stream live, I tend to stream. My plan is to stream on Fridays. And occasionally on Saturdays as time allows, due to the died laugh, with occasional impromptu streaming as we go. But as I am a dad, that's why it's a dad named Cobra, it does depend on availability, because toddlers are demanding. And that's okay. They're new to the world. They get to get away with that. The teenagers have to be a little more self-reliant.
Keep left, and then turn left.
So subscribe, follow. What they call it here. Follow here, or go
Turn
over
left.
and follow on the YouTubes. And for more trucking action and some other games coming up as well. Yakuza, maybe some Civilization, possibly some Kerbal Space Program 2, because I love me space engineering and space maths. Rocket science is a lot of fun, even if there are a lot of explosions. And I hear Kerbal Space Program 2 is still fairly buggy, as it is very early release. But that's okay. That's okay. They gotta work those bugs out somewhere. Go here.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left. Okay. We turn left here or up at the light?
Turn left.
They wanted us to turn up here at the light. Great guidance. They do got to work on the AI guide, the voice guidance system. Could be a little better. There's our destination up there, folks. Certain amount of beeps means different things. Beep communication. No, that makes sense. Then you just got to keep track of all the beeps. Make sure you heard them right.
Turn right, and then keep left. We are finished.
Oh, that's a terrible turn, folks. Look at that. Look at that turn. We'll try parking it, but I've already screwed. Oh, it's not too bad. That's not too bad, folks. Well, I'm sure our special guest tonight, a man named Chris, could have parked it definitely much better. But considering this is my second day playing after a few years of not, I think I've played much at all in the last 2 years. Not too bad. You better hear the beeps right. In real life, you're liable to get cussed out if you jump in the wrong spot. I 100% believe that, yeah. We are not lined up. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and let them do the auto park for us. Not going to fuss with that, but I knew pulling in that I screwed up my turn into there. Not quite level 4, but we are... Let's take a look at the map, folks. We're down here. We're in... Today we've gone all the way from Reading all the way down to Yuma. And then so next week we're going to begin the march north up to the farthest north point in the map, which is Bellingham, Washington. Green, rainy, and exciting. Rookie. Yep, that's me. Quite the rookie. But that's okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Again, I am Dad named Cobra, or just Cobra, as my friends call me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.